There you are.
There we are.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Hey, welcome back to another interview in the booth at Michael Miller Fabrics. Rob Appell making it fun, and a longtime friend, Deb Luttrell. Deb, tell us some more.
Okay, I am Deb Luttrell. I own Stitchin in Mineola, Texas right now. Soon to be in Quitman, Texas. We're going back to where we first started.
Back to the roots.
Yes, back to the roots.
A small little situation going on.
Yes, a small little situation. We're in a town of 1,800, but we're building a building that's 17,000 square feet.
So everybody can bring their house and their quilt stuff into your building.
Oh, we would love to have houses, animals, dogs.
Right.
You know, a steer. Although we have a steer in the store. Did you know that?
I believe I have ridden the bull at market before. Is that the same one?
Yes, Gus.
Oh, Gus. I didn't realize it had a name. It came with a cool cowboy hat that day, and that's why I wanted to get on, Gus.
That was it. Gus from Lonesome Dove.
Okay.
The Gus. That's who he's named after.
I don't know if Deb said Texas yet. I'm sure you did. All things are big in Texas?
Yes, all things are big in Texas. I mean, we have to go big, right? Right.
Okay, so now what is the plan behind this big expansion? What's going on? Tell us.
Oh, we're going to have 5,000 square feet of showroom where we'll have, of course, Michael Miller Fabrics.
Well, of course.
Of course. And we will have our Block of the Month programs. We will have our travel. We do cruises. We do actually 15 quilting cruises a year now. Did you know that?
Well, I didn't know it was 15, but that's how I got to know you, because I had done a couple of quilt cruises before, and when I was in Texas that time, I met, is Clay your son?
Yes.
Okay, so I met Clay, and we started talking about cruises and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is so cool, and that's when I had to confess, I'm the only surfer that gets seasick.
Yeah, we know that about you.
As green as this microphone.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, no, I would not like to go cruising with you.
No, there's nothing worse than being seasick.
No, there really isn't. But you're doing 15 a year?
We're doing about 15 a year. We have our Block of the Month department. We have our travel group. We have a laser group. We have 4 laser machines. And we have a 1,200 square foot classroom.
Right.
And then all of our offices. We have about 30 full-time employees now.
Wow. So you're just making amazing things happen in your town for all these quilters. This is great. Okay, now, so for the locals, they come and visit you all the time. But the folks that maybe are interested in your travel, your website is?
Stitchinheaven.com.
Perfect. And so they can get all that travel information there,
Yes,
right? Okay, so some of the other questions I've been asking today, what is your personal favorite genre of fabric?
Oh my, I love batiks.
One of my favorites.
Yes, and I love brights. And honestly, I love solids.
Right?
I love the basics. I love just putting quilts together with the basic pattern, basic fabrics can be something beautiful.
I am getting more and more excited about working with the solids, especially the cotton couture, because I like applique, and it appliques so well. So yeah, it's been fun, but I guess I'm kind of feeling that drawback to the solids too.
I am too. And I like to press my seams open.
What you press? What does that mean?
You press your seams open instead of pressing them over and nesting them. I've started pressing my seams open. I know it's weird.
Well, but it might be better. Who knows? But someone recently gave me one of those little strips that's kind of a concave tool.
The strip stick.
And that really helps, right?
Strip stick. Yeah, when you press it.
Right.
Absolutely.
That was why when I first tried, everyone's like, you got to press your seams open. But I like to press by bringing my iron into the work at the the right sides together and flopping it over that way.
Right.
So for me, I couldn't figure out how to get the seams open in that formula. And someone says, oh, you have to have this little strip.
Mm-hmm. You have the strip stick is what it's called. And the reason I like to press them open is because I like to turn my blocks all different directions. And sometimes when you press them to a certain direction, they don't all nest.
Right.
If you press them open, you've got more creativity there to be able to turn your blocks.
Okay, now I see what a great teacher you are. There's probably somebody watching right now that doesn't understand what nesting is. Let's give a little lesson. What does nesting mean?
Okay, nesting means you've pressed your seams opposite directions, and when you put them together, they just kind of match up.
Right.
So your seams come together really crisp, like something like this.
Now I'm interviewing the quilt. There.
Yes. Yeah, there we go.
Right. And so because I notice you have perfect eyesight, you're not wearing eyeglasses like myself, that means that you've never broken needles, or because you nest your seams, you don't get that bulk in all of those corners, and I'm being silly, of course. But it really is a good technical thing that some folks choose to do, especially if you're into intricate or match point patchwork.
Yes, that's absolutely. It's a choice. You decide which one you like better.
Right. And what's fun about quilting for me is there's so many things for so many different people, and I like learning all different stuff. So you offer classes at your shop
Of course, yes.
on all different stuff.
On all different stuff.
Only using batiks because it's Debbie's favorite fabric, right?
Oh, no, we use everything. We do.
Okay, and your shop, obviously, with that much square footage, you've got something for everybody.
Oh, we do. And,
Okay.
And that's part of what's everybody has always loved about us is that we carry enough for everybody.
Right.
We have lots in the Civil War reproduction genre. We've got lots of Christmas. We've got Halloween. We've got it all. We really do.
I'm going to offer you a very loaded question.
Okay.
Okay, are you as excited about what you're seeing in the energy in quilt market as I am right now?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know, people say to me sometime, well, quilting is a dying art. No, it's not. And I'm really excited about the younger people that are coming up in the industry that I'm seeing. You know, and a lot of people say, well, we need to educate them. Well, we do, but they're
You need to educate us too.
seeking this out.
Right.
They're learning on their own, and they
Right.
want to do it just like we did.
Right.
You
Well,
know.
and you look at what happens anytime a new group of individuals get involved in a traditional sport like quilting, it mixes things up.
Yes.
And then that's why I say we can kind of learn from the people that don't know anything too, because it's kind of fun to see what the rule breakers like to do.
Exactly. And there are some rule breakers out there right now. Boy, oh boy.
Renegade quilters unite.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now we have one last thing we must do.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I think.
Okay. We have the mystery box of questions. Ooh. So, if you will, I'm going to open the mystery box. You can pick from anywhere in the box, and you have to read and answer the question you've chosen.
I read it and then you answer?
No, you answer it. But if you want me to, I'll answer the question too. We've been doing it all different ways today.
What would constitute a perfect day for you? Oh, man, that is, well, of course, sewing and spending time with my puppy dog.
Okay. What kind of dog?
His name is Jack. He's a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
Yes. And just creating something beautiful, whether it be in my flower garden or in the kitchen or in my sewing cabin. I have a 1,000 square foot sewing cabin.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's much larger than a she shed because you call these things based
I'm
on.
in Texas.
That's right. It's just
Like
yeah.
a Texas side
yeah.
she shed.
Right. Right.
That's what it is.
Now, what is the phrase though that we should not use? Because you are not big hat, no cattle. You are big hat, lots of cattle.
I've got a steer. Did I tell you that?
Gus.
His name is Gus.
And with that, good night, everybody. But we can't leave yet because you have one more thing I forgot to ask you about, and it's the thing I'm most excited about: YouTube.
It is, yes. We just started our YouTube channel, and we would like everyone to subscribe. We can help you out with any comments that you want to make or any extra information that you need. And our YouTube channel is Stitchin Heaven.
I was just going to ask. It's under the same brand name, Stitchin Heaven.
Stitchin Heaven.
And it's been a month since you started,
About a month.
and it is doing very well. I was really excited to hear the news. And so let's do stuff on YouTube together. Let's be one of those network communities.
Let's do.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Certain. Thanks again, Deb. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Rob.
Cool.